welcome back. Today I'd like to talk about what I consider to be the top 10 essential guitar albums in hard rock of the 1970s. The 1970s was just an era full of guitar heroes, so I could have went like a million different directions with this, but I stuck with the ones that really influenced me the most and that I'm pretty sure influenced most of the guitar players out there. Number 10 is Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin. So this was Led Zeppelin's most ambitious album, a 2-record set, and it's just chock full of all sorts of cool page stuff. Just a great song. My number 9 would be If You Want Blood, You Got It by AC/DC. Just a killer album. I used to come home from school and put this on and just jam along to it. I mean, you have Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Problem Child, Whole Lot of Rosie. The one that really did it for me was Riff Raff. So that brings us to number 8, and it's Tokyo Tapes by Scorpions. This is Uli John Roth tour de force. I mean, every song on here is brilliant, and his playing is just unbelievable on this album. Pictured Life, In Search of Peace of Mind, he does a killer solo on that. He's a Woman, She's a Man. Steam Rock Fever, Dark Lady. I mean, just everything on here is brilliant. Uli John Roth is like one of the great underrated guitarists of all time, and this album is a must-have for every guitar player for sure. That brings us to number 7, All the World's a Stage by Rush. This album is just an unbelievable album from my youth. I mean, every time I hear it, I'm just transported back. I just love this period of the band. I love it when they rocked out. I mean, I love the later stuff too, but there's something about this album that's really special. From Bastille Day to Anthem I just played. I mean, Bastille Day from the radio hit. Just a great album. I recommend everyone that plays guitar that's into rock to go out and get this one. It's a great amalgamation of their just straight ahead hard rock mixed with their progressive stuff to come. So, All the World's a Stage, number 7. Just a brilliant album, and Michael Schenker is one of my all-time favorite guitar players. Every single song is brilliant on that album from start to end. His guitar tone, his phrasing, the whole band, just I love that one. Just a classic. And I really recommend that every guitar player have that in their collection. Strangers in the Night is just probably one of the top 5 live albums of all time. Some people say the best one. Kiss Alive. To me, maybe the greatest live album of all time. It's the one, it was my gateway into music. No matter what style of music I got into after, if I put this album on, and I'm immediately transfixed back to when I was like 10 or 11 years old. And it's just pure rock and roll. And if you're a beginning guitar player and you want an album to learn songs from, to really get all the basics down, you can't go wrong with Ace Frehley's playing on Kiss Alive. The back cover still, I mean, when I'm looking at this, I'm so nostalgic from when I was a young kid. It's great, you know. The first 3 albums were all just amazing, and they picked like just the best songs off them. And this album is, for me, will always have a special place in my heart. Number 4 is the classic Paranoid by Black Sabbath. This album was really the album that I could start to play guitar to. The riffs weren't super challenging at the time, I thought. So I started to learn them, but one thing was revealed to me. The brilliance of this album is that the guitar parts are deceptively simple. Because if you want to actually play it with the right groove and the right feel, it's not that easy. To play those riffs, you really have to have the feel. the album, just every song, every one song had like enough riffs for a whole album. I mean, I just love that album. I can never get tired of it. Probably one of my favorite hard rock, top 2 classic hard rock bands of all time, Black Sabbath. And the next one. Now the next one I might have cheated because number 3 and number 2 are kind of a tie. And it is the classic Machine Head at number 3 and the immortal Deep Purple Made in Japan at number 2. Of all the bands of that era, I think they were by far the most consistent live. I mean, you can listen to those old recordings and they're flawless. I mean, I think Made in Japan doesn't have one overdub on it, and the band's tight. Just, you know, every musician. And what can I say about Ritchie Blackmore that hasn't been said? On Machine Head, every song's classic. I did a whole video on Machine Head where I play a little bit from each song and talk about it. It's on my channel here. But another one I'd rush home from school and couldn't wait to play along to. Every song's brilliant. Made in Japan, I got for a quarter. I got 3 albums for a quarter all at once from the neighbor next door. So 75 cents got me Paranoid by Black Sabbath, their Black Sabbath's debut album, and Deep Purple Made in Japan. And this is the one I got for a quarter right here. This is the copy after all these years. And when I put it on, I just couldn't believe it. The song that really kind of blew my mind was Child in Time. I used to come home from school and just jam along to Child in Time like that for hours. Those 2 albums are really special to me. And that brings us to number 1, the immortal Van Halen 1. I mean, there's no impact like this first Van Halen album since Are You Experienced by Jimi Hendrix. And this album changed my whole life. It made me a guitar player. It was the album that really set me in motion to become the best guitar player I could be. Every song on it's brilliant. All the different techniques, the different styles. I don't know, I'm just missing something. I need my old Kramer through a Marshall. Well, there they are, my top 10 essential albums of the 1970s for all of us guitar players out there. If you like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more of this, and thank you for watching.